Okay, so this is a brief presentation on health. If you're not interested in health, don't listen. Hopefully you are interested. I'm very, very interested in health. And I'm going to turn off my chat, but the chat will be available for you. If you chat, my staff will respond to you. If you have any questions at all, email help@aaron.com. And I'm really, really excited that you're so excited. Okay, so health. There is a nasty thing out there in the world called emotional harm. When you hear bad news, it hurts you. And when someone cuts you off in traffic, it hurts you. And when your kids are disobedient, it hurts you. And when your spouse disapproves of you, it hurts you. Or you have an argument with your parents, it hurts. And each of those emotional harms causes your body to be flooded with oxidizing. What is oxidizing? Well, take an apple, put it on a table. It can stay there for a couple months and be completely happy. But if you cut it in half, within minutes, it starts turning brown. Why does it start turning brown? Because of the oxidizing. The oxygen from the air oxidizes the apple and kills it quickly, way more quickly than if you just left it on the table unharmed. So all these emotional harms that are coming into you, all the bad news, all the Black Lives Matter and it's all horrible, the horrible things that are happening out there, the lockdown causing so many people financial difficulties and COVID causing so many people health issues. It's horrible what's going on out there. And all these harms, all these emotional hurts cause waves of oxidizing to go through your body. But God knew that. And so God has created within your body, your own body's ability to create your own good guy army of antioxidants. So your good guy army fights the bad guys called the oxidizers. So the oxidizers are trying to tear you down, just like it tore the apple down. But the antioxidants are trying to neutralize the bad guys so that you don't age prematurely. But there's a problem. These days, there's so much bad news. There is so much bad news that there's more oxidizing going on in your body than has ever happened before. And then on the other side of the coin, the good guy army gets weaker and weaker and weaker every year. And this discrepancy, the degree to which your good guy army can't equalize the bad guy oxidizing, is the degree to which you are being injured, the degree to which your organs are being torn down. Your organs are being torn down. Sometimes one organ in particular gets torn down, let's say your lungs. And so you'll get emphysema, or you'll have to stop and pant halfway up a flight of stairs. Sometimes your heart gets injured, and so you'll get heart issues. But sometimes the oxidizing hurts all of your organs, and so you have generalized issues that you just can't understand, like you're tired all the time, or you're irritable all the time, or you're angry all the time, or you don't sleep really well. When all of your organs are deteriorated slightly, then you have these kind of generalized issues that doctors don't take seriously, and they don't really know how to handle, because all of your organs need to be healed. So they can't call a lung specialist or a health specialist or a spleen specialist or a kidney specialist. They don't know what to do with you. And I know the answer. It's that all of your organs are being hurt. So what do you do? What do you do? This is not just a bad news talk. It's a good news talk. What do you do? And the answer is you need to have your good guy army stronger and stronger, but it isn't. And so what you have to do is take antioxidant supplements, antioxidant supplements. And this supplement is amazing. Now, there are natural plants that grow that when you take the goodness out of them, the juices out of them, they are a natural antioxidant. It's a real proven scientific thing. They're a natural antioxidant that fights the oxidizers. So what most companies do when they want to create an antioxidant supplement, and there's lots of companies that do it, what they do is they look around for the best antioxidant, and typically what they choose is grape seed extract from red grapes. Grape seed extract from red grapes. And that's the strongest, most powerful antioxidant. And when you do that, it builds up your body's antioxidants. But what the company that I buy from, what they did was they looked at all eight of the world's most powerful antioxidants. They looked at goji berry, which is also called wolfberry, and grapeseed extract, and pomegranate juice, and vanilla extract, and lime, and wild blueberries. They looked at all eight of the most powerful antioxidants in the world, and they put them all together in one drink. And what they found is that it worked even better than just using one antioxidant from one plant. And what they found is it helped all of the organs over different periods of time in different ways. And so it was really, really much better. And that's the theory. But there's one more piece of theory that you need to know. And that is, if there's any contamination in the product whatsoever, if there's 1% contamination, if there's just a little bit of pesticides, a little bit of insecticides, a little bit of fertilizer, if there's any chemical damage to the plants, which gets therefore into the antioxidant supplement, if there's 1% of damage, it doesn't decrease the medicinal value by 1%. Listen to this. It decreases the medicinal value by 99%, by 99%. So you might be in a health food store that you really love, and you might be paying an awful lot of money for an antioxidant, and it will make no difference to you whatsoever, no effect of any kind, because there's some impurities in it. And so the company that I buy from does something that no other company in the world does. They have a stricter definition of organic than anyone else in the world has. It's spectacular. The company that I buy from has this rule. They will not buy plants, or they will not purchase a property and grow plants unless that property has been certified organic for 50 straight years. Certified organic for 50 straight years to make sure there's no pesticides, fertilizers, heavy metals, nothing whatsoever. Wow. And that's why the product works so fabulously well. Now that you know that, I can get to the best part. And the best part is the actual experiences that friends of mine have. I've told you all the theory, I've told you the science, but now I want to tell you the best part of all, and that's the experience that my friends have had. First of all, I'll talk about my own sister. My own sister is in her mid-70s, and bless her soul, she rides her bike 1 hour every single morning. About a year ago, she took a different route, and she actually took 2 hours before she got home, and she got home exhausted. And she told her husband, well, I'm never going to take that route again. I just can't do it. And then when I was over there for dinner, I said to Susan, listen, there's this amazing antioxidant. You got to try it. She said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. She said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. That's what everybody says. Oh my gosh, I got to try it. Now, she didn't try it because she wanted to ride a bicycle better, but she's in her mid-70s and she wants to be healthy. So she said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. Within 3 months, she felt so powerful that she said to her husband, I don't understand why, but I'm going to try the longer route today. And she did the longer route, and it did take her 2 hours, and she got back completely refreshed. It's as if her organs got 5 to 10 years younger. Wow. Now, let me tell you another story. I have a client and friend, her name is Jacinth, and her issue is that she falls asleep well, but she wakes up after 4.5 hours. And that has been her unpleasant situation for 30 years. She's been in sleep deprivation for 30 years. It's been hard for her to concentrate for 30 years because of lack of sleep. And she's seen psychiatrists and medical doctors and acupuncturists, everything. Nothing helped. So when I told her about this antioxidant, she's, oh my gosh, I got to try it. And she started trying it. It's a bottle like this. It's called Ningxia. It's a little hard to see. It's spelled Ningxia. Ningxia, Ningxia, Ningxia red. Comes in a beautiful bottle like this. You can see it's bright red in color. And you take an ounce or so in the morning and fill the rest with water, put it in an ice cube because it's great cold, and drink it in the morning and drink it at night. And you do that morning and night every day for the rest of your life. And your organs get rejuvenated, and your army of antioxidants gets supplemented so it can fight the bad guys of oxidizing that are injuring your organs. So I told you about Jacinth and her sleep deprivation. When I told her about it, she said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. And she did try it. And within 3 months, she called me and said, I can't believe it. For the first time in 30 years, I now sleep 8.5 hours a night. I now sleep 8.5 hours a night. And that's never happened to me in 30 years. It's as if all of her organs got 30 years younger. Wow. Let me tell you another story. I have a friend, his name is Jack. And Jack is 76 years old today. 10 years ago, when he was 66, he was in bed with his wife, making love, and he didn't perform. And he was embarrassed. He was really embarrassed. So he went to his doctor the next day, and she said to him, there are 3 stages of virility, sexual virility in a man's life. The first stage is you can perform. The second stage is you can perform only with medication called Viagra. And the third stage is you can't perform even with Viagra. And she said, look, Jack, you're 66. You're in the second stage. Here's a prescription. Go fill it and go have fun with your wife. So he did fill it, and he did have fun with his wife. It wasn't really perfect because he'd say to her, do you want to get frisky? And she'd say yes. And he'd pop a pill, and they'd have to wait for 45 minutes. Kind of kills the mood, but at least he could do it. So when he found out about Ningxia Red, this amazing antioxidant supplement, he said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. That's what everyone says. Oh my gosh, I got to try it. Why wouldn't you try it? And he tried it. And within 3 months, he couldn't believe it. He said to his wife, I don't understand it, but I feel I can perform without drugs tonight. And she said, okay, big boy, go ahead. And he did it, and it worked perfectly. And now it's been a year since he's been taking Ningxia Red, and he's never had to use his drugs again. At 76, he can do what he couldn't do at 66. It's as if his organs got 10 years younger. But the best news is me, my story. I'm so excited to tell you my story. And when you hear my story, you're going to say, oh my gosh, I got to try that. And here's my story. In my teens and 20s and 30s, I was a super athlete, super athlete. I played squash, and I was a rock climber. I was a mountain climber. I was a cross-country ski competitor. I was a road runner competitor. I was a track competitor, a cross-country competitor. I really was in every single sport, rock climber, mountain climber, everything you could imagine, every single month and every single season of the year. And then at age 36, I decided to do the biggest athletic event ever. I decided to register for a 100-kilometer ultra marathon. For my American friends, that's 62 miles nonstop. 62 miles nonstop. The gun went off at noon, and I finished at 12:30 in the morning, 12.5 hours of nonstop running. And I finished it. I was so happy. But in the last few hours, I started wheezing because obviously I'd injured my lungs. I was just using my lungs too much. And so I took a few months off, tied on my running shoes, and I went out running for 1 block. I couldn't go any further than 1 block. Why? My lungs, I just couldn't handle it. I was wheezing and panting, and I had to stop. No problem. Took another few months off, tied on my running shoes, ran out again, and all of a sudden, I had to stop after 1 block. A few months later, I tried again. A few months later, I tried again. Eventually, after a couple of years, I gave up because I'd injured my lungs too much. I just couldn't run. I just couldn't run ever again. Big super athlete, and I just couldn't run ever again. And then when Jack Canfield, you know the famous Jack Canfield, the author of the whole series of Chicken Soup for the Soul books, and the author of the Success Principles, and the superstar of the movie The Secret, yeah, that Jack Canfield, he told me about this amazing antioxidant supplement. I said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. And so I tried it, and listen carefully. Within 3 months, I was walking with my wife, holding hands late at night when an old guy like me should be tired. And I said to my wife, I don't understand it, but I feel fabulous. I feel super. I feel just joy and strength coursing through my body. I'm gonna run. I want to see if I can run. And she was really skeptical. She says, okay, go ahead. And I looked ahead of me where the block was to see if I could make it. And I ran and I got to the block and I was still running. So I got to the second block, I was still running. I got to the fifth block, I was still running. I got to the 10th block, I was still running. Listen carefully. I didn't stop running for 1 solid hour, for 1 solid hour. It was the first time I had run in 40 years. At age 76, I could do what I couldn't do at age 36. It's as if my organs got 40 years younger. 40 years younger. If that doesn't turn you on, nothing's going to, because that's my true story. And I am so proud. I'm so excited. I'm so in love. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I found this incredible antioxidant supplement, Ningxia Red. The Ningxia is in yellow, so it's hard to see. But yes, this is it. And you can see I'm almost finished this bottle, and I've got lots of full bottles at home because I really love it. You get 4 bottles for a month. So that's the amazing antioxidant supplement, Ningxia Red. Now, how much does it cost? Well, the answer is in Canada, it costs 166 Canadian dollars. In the United States, it costs 135 US dollars. And there's lots of other countries in the world. You get charged in your own currency. I just don't remember every single exchange rate. So how do you register? I'm going to give you the link right now, and it's in the chat. It's aaron.com/YL. aaron.com/YL. And when you go to that link, you just click on it. There'll be a series of questions. It takes 2 minutes to fill out. It asks your name, your mailing address, and your cell phone number, just basic things. And all you do is you complete it, and you automatically get this 4 bottles of this. The total is 135 American or 166 Canadian, or whatever that equivalent amount is in whatever country that you're in. They're in 70 countries around the world, so you don't have to worry. And it's amazing. And it's an automatic shipment. Every single month you get it. Now, don't worry, you can cancel at any time. You can cancel at any time, but please don't. Please respect your body more than that. Yes, I have to say that you can cancel anytime. That's the law, but please don't. Please take your health more seriously, because I am overjoyed that I can run at age 76. I can walk up 100 flights of stairs, 100 flights of stairs at age 76. My wife is considerably younger than me, so I'm the same age as her parents and all her uncles and aunts. They can't walk up half a flight of stairs. They can't ride a bike. I ride a bike an hour every morning. And so I'm blessed that I have this life, and I want to keep having this life by continuing drinking Ningxia Red, Ningxia. So simply go to Aaron, aaron.com/YL. You'll be immediately shipped Ningxia Red, 4 bottles. You take an ounce in the morning and an ounce at night, fill the rest with water, put in an ice cube, and enjoy it. It's really delicious. There's no sugar in it, obviously, and it's just really delicious. So that is the end of my presentation.